recording now, so shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Don't make fun of my disability.
What happened to the sound?
I don't know. You're in charge of the sound.
I'm playing the boys' music and I don't hear it.
And now you're worried about, I don't have my stuff.
I don't hear the boys' music, do you?
No.
It's playing. Did I hit mute? No? What the fuck? Should be playing. I'm Curb Your Enthusiasm, blah, 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 blah.
What was that an impression of?
That you can hear that. Why can't I hear the boys?
I don't know.
I gotta open them back.
You have that plotted down?
No. It's on full volume. Come on, boys. Play our anthem. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Now we're on.
I had to redo it. We did 1 minute of us bitching about things not working. It sounds like the White House.
Now say thank you very
much. I'm Kristi Noem, and LA would have been burnt to the ground if it wasn't for President Trump.
Thank you. Now bump bump.
You know that LA would have burned to the ground, John. Burned to ashes. There would be nothing left of LA if not for President Trump.
Is that him?
That's what Kristi Noem came on and said last week. Says, first of all, in a Mar-a-Lago face, President Trump saved LA. Everyone knows it would have burned to the ground if he not sent in the troops. It was a massive demonstration. Everything was on fire. And we stopped it.
So, you know what? I don't... She's queen of Mar-a-Lago face, right?
Maybe Ivanka is.
She's like one of the main...
No, Melania's the queen of Mar-a-Lago face.
And that's the sucking out the fat of the
it's all the cosmetic shit they done. I mean, they're all like
Joker face.
Like they're all Joker face. They all fell in the vat with the Joker.
Hey.
And they put lipstick all around it. And Mar-a-Lago face, that's a thing. And the women in the country are going, yeah, I want Mar-a-Lago face too. I want to look like Melania. Yeah. I want to look like Kristi Noem. Yeah. Let's kill some puppies. I got real sound effects and I'm making my own. Look at that.
I didn't know you had that freestyling ability. That was...
They could do like the guy in Breaking Bad, Tuco.
Get out! You're more like the other guy, the fish trout guy. Looks wise though, right?
You mean the real cowboy? Is that what you're saying? I gotta log in. Sorry. To my sound effects page. Sign in with Google. Continue. My name is Hank Steele, the real queer cowboy.
I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. I'm Hank Steele, the real queer cowboy.
So we got a lot to talk about. We didn't do it last week. John had his penisectomy.
Yes.
He had his penis removed. Not for any real reason. Not because he's transforming or anything. He just got tired of carrying around 18-inch cock all the time.
Just wasn't using it, you know?
18 inches and you're not using it, it's just a burden.
It's just...
And he got on the table and his wife walked in and said,
"Finish him!"
And that's what happened. He just sings this song.
I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. I'm Hank Steele, the real queer cowboy.
Yeah, it's like what was his name? What's that reverse that Buck? You might not know who I'm talking about.
Buck Rogers?
No, he's like a porn star, but
Chad Powers?
No. I can't remember his name. Anyway, it's Buck something.
Buck Naked.
No, it was like he's like a dude, but he has a vagina.
Oh.
I know.
That makes me want to hear music.
1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happens?
This poor guy still getting blamed, and they believe it. And they still believe it. Job stop. Well, that's Biden. That's still Biden. Still Biden. 10 years from now, it's still Biden. Oh.
These nuts. These got it.
Jobs report.
I didn't even realize I had Joe Biden in there still.
So what did they
But
say
ladies
in
and gentlemen,
this latest jobs report that they're going to fire people over? Or
oh yeah, how can he fire? You know what? That's where
it'll just add to the numbers, won't it?
yeah, just add to it. There's
mean,
even
no
more
shit.
fired people. It's like, wait a minute, if I fire him, it's gonna make the number go down even more. Oh.
And also, if the government fires a bunch of people, that does affect the number.
Look, it was even private job growth when they readjusted it down to negative 13,000 in June. The lady got fired for reporting a number that was higher than the real number, right? So, because they readjusted it after she got fired, they adjusted it even further down. You go, wait a second, she lied for me, and I fired her anyways. And Joe Biden said,
1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You.
And his name is John C.
So that's what happened. Joe Biden became John's. I'm watching Peacemaker. Are you?
No, I gotta sign up for HBO Max again.
Oh, it's good. It's weird though. It's even weirder than before. Eaglet's a star though, man. Eaglet is a fucking star.
Eagle was pretty good the first time around.
Eaglet.
Oh, Eaglet.
Named after a woman's clit. Eaglet.
Oh, okay. So then I don't know. Then you just ruined the whole series for me. Thanks.
I made that up. It's not. That's a bird's name.
Now it's stuck in my head like one of those worms, and now you've ruined the whole thing. Congratulations, Marv. I hope you're happy.
I think Eaglet's flying in. The thing about Eaglet was it attacks for like. I just got hit by Eaglet. It just comes out of nowhere and attacks you. Looks a lot like a paper towel, though. I can do that. I can make Eaglet. It's a white eagle. She's gonna sit on my shoulder. Sit down, Eaglet.
It looks like Sally Field from The Flying Nun.
Hey, for our listeners and followers, Sally Field was a show. Flying Nun was a show in the 1960s where a nun, because her body weight and everything matched just perfectly, when she put on the nun hat, she could fly in the air with it. Pretty amazing, really. Talk about a miracle. That
was on in prime time in West Virginia when I was growing up in the 1980s.
And they sat on. They would watch Flying Nun as they sat on the toilet. This was me last night.
Smoking a cigarette.
The ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant. That was such a mistake. Why get gelato? It's ice cream. They should have just said that's ice cream.
Oh.
I thought it was gelato.
It's like a smoother, right? They
put
it through
Jello.
one more time.
I thought it was Jello. Gelato sounds like Jello to me. I don't know. I'm not sophisticated.
What is the difference between gelato and ice cream?
And
know if they like turned it a couple more times.
I don't know. I guess we could ask Alexa.
No, we don't have to.
She's not talking to me right now.
I don't blame her.
We could ask a Copilot or Chat GPT or something if you want me to ask.
You know, they always bring up political reasons why they're not allowed to do the things that I ask them to do. They're like, "Oh, this isn't appropriate. This could really get me into trouble."
Yeah, everything.
I'm like-
I tried to use it, the AI, and it always says we can't talk about that.
Right?
Yeah. Everything I try to do with it.
Are you always trying to show it your dick?
Isn't that what AI is for?
You're like, what do you think?
Artificial intelligence.
I wonder how many guys have done that. So, what do you think, Copilot?
It says I'm not connected to the internet. Let's talk to AI a second. Hey, what's the difference between ice cream and gelato, AI?
So, ice cream and gelato might seem similar, but they've got their unique twists. Ice cream has more air whipped into it, giving it a lighter texture, while gelato's churned at a slower pace, resulting in a denser, creamier feel. Plus, gelato usually has less fat and is served at a slightly warmer temperature, which makes it super smooth and flavorful. Tasty stuff, right?
You want me to just leave the AI open, and as we talk, it can answer us?
No, because your AI sounds like the dude from the Tudors that was trying to get King Henry to
I don't pick the voice.
come when he was jerking off.
Understood.
Please, Sawyer, please.
From now on, let's keep the conversation going. What's on your mind?
Were you on the Tudors with a cum rag?
Were you on the Tudors with a cum rag?
Nope, I wasn't on the Tudors. I'm here to chat with you and bring the conversation to life, but TV shows aren't really my scene. What should we talk about next?
The flying nun. How did that nun hat actually let her fly? I don't understand the aerophysics.
She's Catholic.
Flying nun hat isn't exactly a lesson in aerodynamics. It's more of a whimsical TV concept. Sally Field's character had a cornet that supposedly caught the wind just right, letting her soar. It's all in good fun, not grounded in real physics.
So I shouldn't jump off the roof right now with this cornet on?
Definitely not. Even with a cornet, real-life flight requires more than a gust of wind. Best to leave the flying to the TV nuns and superheroes. Safety first, my friend.
Yeah, but what was the power that gave her the ability to fly, though, even if it was made up for the show?
I don't think it can hear you. What was the power that gave it the ability to fly, though? What was the power?
In The Flying Nun, it was all about the whimsical TV magic. The show didn't dive deep into the specifics, but the cornet habit was said to catch the wind just right, giving
Just
her...
right. Just right, John. Just right.
Exactly. It's that perfect touch of whimsy.
I didn't tell you to speak.
Let's stick to text. What?
I shut it up. All right. You can talk if you want.
I'm here and ready to chat. What's on your mind?
Informants. You know what an informant is?
Yeah, an informant is someone who provides privileged information, often to law enforcement or intelligence agencies.
Well, tell me something here, chat, Copilot, whatever the fuck you are.
Why are you mean to it?
If most informants are involved in the crimes that they're informing on, correct?
Not always. Some informants are involved in crimes, while others might be witnesses or have access to insider information. It's a mixed bag.
So if I'm watching a guy have sex with underage girls, that kind of makes me a part of the crime, doesn't it?
All right. I'm going to stop. If you're aware of such a situation...
I am not. I heard about President Trump doing that, though.
I haven't heard of any
Mike Johnson just said President Trump was an informant on Jeffrey Epstein.
House Speaker Mike Johnson claimed that Donald Trump acted as an FBI informant regarding Jeffrey Epstein. Johnson mentioned that Trump had expelled Epstein from Mar-a-Lago and was horrified by Epstein's actions. This claim is quite unexpected, and Trump hasn't commented on it yet. Such allegations are pretty serious and need to be approached with caution. Intrigued by how this story will develop?
No, because it doesn't. The timeline doesn't fit. He expelled him way after he said this all stuff happened. So he kept hanging out with the dude and then expelled him much later than that. So the timeline doesn't make any sense at all.
That's a good point. Things can be more complex than they seem, especially when it comes to high-profile individuals.
Hey, co-pilot, we're gonna X you out right now. Take care.
I think the most telling part was when the co-pilot. Oh, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
My algorithm is going to fucking kill me now. I know too
You're
much.
fucking up my MAGA algorithm is all fucked up now.
Well, you saw who he was at dinner with the other night, right? He was flanked by. He was flanked by Bill Gates, and he was flanked by what's Zuckerberg.
Oh, who makes Copilot?
Gates, I think. I think it's Microsoft, isn't it?
I don't know. It's Google. Yeah, it's Google.
Oh, Google's Copilot?
I think.
I thought Google was Copilot was Windows.
I don't know.
Because I have Windows on my computer, and that's why
Gemini is the Edge, right?
I don't have. They all have their fucking. I have no idea. There's so many of them. We got to do a list of who's. I don't know who's with who.
Here's the thing.
I mean, fuck.
It did tell me not to jump off the roof, John. You got to give it that.
It what?
It did say don't jump off the roof.
Well, everybody gives bad advice. I mean, they.
Oh, you think that was good advice for me to jump off the roof?
Well, when they told the guy at the Butler shooting, hey, you don't need to use a rifle, you need to use an M16. He was like, oh, okay. Well, that was the wrong advice.
AI said that?
Yeah, when he typed it in, he's like, what type of gun should I use? And then
he did that?
No, it's a bit.
Oh. Okay. Maybe I'm not. Maybe
sometimes
I'm the special
AI
one.
gives bad advice.
Maybe I'm the special one on this podcast.
He's like,
we were talking earlier how it seems like every successful radio show has a very special member of the cast who gets picked on for his lack of mental faculty,
right,
and his decision making. And John thinks it's me, and I think it's John. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have to duke this out. Hey, big news though. Should we announce it? We've been our podcast. No, don't announce it.
Well, I don't know. We didn't talk about. Yeah, go ahead, announce whatever you're going to announce.
No, I'm not going to announce it. I'll wait. Hey, tune in next week for the big announcement. Maybe.
Big announcement.
All right. So yeah, Mike Johnson and Nancy Mace both came out this week and said Donald Trump is the hero of the Epstein files because he was an informant working with the FBI to catch Jeffrey Epstein abusing these young women and children. And the problem is their stories are woefully inaccurate. Because
you think that I think maybe she's up for and let
she's
me
running for governor. She's running for governor.
Okay, well that puts it more into I'm putting her up for performer of the week.
Okay.
For her, did you see the video of her running down the hall in a crying mess?
I did not.
But
I heard she cried.
Yeah,
after she heard the girl speak, because she relived the trauma of when she was raped.
Right.
I'll see if I can get a video.
And you know what? That may be true, but I don't know. There's nothing about that lady.
She's a mess.
That seems on the up and up. Like I start to like, if you look at some of these people, you can see where you've seen the show Ozarks, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, what's that?
It's a very good show.
Yeah, where it's like, that a lot of these people have that similar sort of like way of escalating to power. It's just kind of like, you know, what's really going on here, and what is them being actual genuine, and what is them being putting on a show like an actress for your election to be governor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are you scoring points? And are you thinking like this all the time? And that's got to be draining. You know what I mean? If you're like, you always have to be a switch of that actress of being in a political situation or being your genuine self.
I agree.
And then slowly those things blur.
You ready to see Nancy's video?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and she knew it was all out here.
And she was a mess.
Now, again, all that may be genuine. That all may be genuine.
It might be, but she's also a fraud.
Yes, she is.
That's the problem. When you become genuine and you're known as a fraud, people don't believe you. It's like when I tell a story now, none of my friends, they think everything they think is a bit. After I start talking, they go, "Is this a bit?" I'm like, no, it's not a fucking bit. I got to tell people, no, this is real. And Nancy Mace comes on and makes up these wild fucking stories. Like, remember when she said AOC made up the part about being scared? And then it turns out she said, I was right across the hall from her. And like, no, you weren't. She lied about all that shit.
What was this in regards to?
Her and AOC got in a fight because
Nancy Mace.
Yeah.
Oh,
during September, January 6th attack, AOC said she was afraid for her life and she was hiding. And Nancy Mace says, no, she wasn't. And then yes, I was. And then it turned out that Nancy Mace wasn't even near wherever AOC was to be arguing this shit, you know? It was something stupid like that. It's like, why are you fighting with AOC about how scared she was? You can't say how scared somebody is, but all we can know is Nancy Mace genuinely looked upset here. She looked upset.
Yeah.
And, she looked like she was crying. I mean, actresses can cry.
She is
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
I mean, and this is her. This is her 5 minutes later. She looks very upset in this photo. And she's back to what she was before. Yeah, she looks upset. I got to say, the dress is fantastic, though. Don't you think?
So, but you know, though, if you were genuinely upset and you didn't want people to see you upset, okay?
Would you walk out? I think they got to go out that hallway, right?
I don't know. I've never been in there. I don't know.
There's not a lot of ways to get in. The January 6ers can tell you that. They had to go in a very specific route.
That is true. That is true because, Marjorie Taylor Greene and others were giving them directions.
A tour. It took a tour the day before.
Or a couple of days before.
Allegedly, we'll say.
Allegedly.
Because so many people are watching this podcast, we could get reported.
Yeah, but there's no investigation into that. We didn't why would we look into that? Why would we look into that a little bit more?
No, there was an investigation. It was called the January 6th committee, but now there's a new one. Did you see that this week?
Was anybody held accountable from the tours?
Yes, a lot of people were put in jail.
No. I mean, the people that gave the tours.
No.
So the real people in power, none of them were held accountable.
No.
Thank you.
Yes. We punished Donald Trump by electing him president again.
No, we punished ourselves.
We punished Trump by re-electing him. That's what we did. That's how we punish people. So, yeah, the informant story. Here's the thing. For Trump to be an informant means he went years of knowing Epstein did this stuff, which doesn't make you look good. You know, if you're beating your dog for 10 years and finally I go, hey, he's beating his dog. Where the fuck was I the first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year?
How about, more importantly, how bad would it make the FBI to look that they've been gathering this information for 30 years on the guy and they did nothing?
Right. Well, no, they had the guy give him the sweetheart's deal. That's a problem too in the investigation. Is the sweetheart deal gave him some immunity, and the people involved got some immunity because the deal was they would get immunity if he would talk about stuff. So there is an immunity problem with the information.
I mean, it's just another one of these. It's just one of these manufactured things that they float out there so they can give all the Fox News pundits and all the MAGA people cover to say whenever, somebody wants to bring it up. That's it. Well, he was an informant.
And did you see that when the women were talking, MTG, she's living at your house, right? Marjorie Taylor?
Yeah.
I haven't heard her today. Anyways, she said that she would gladly take the list that the women make and read it on the floor. People are like, "Oh, she could get sued." You can say anything you want on the House floor. If it's on the House floor, you're protected. You have complete immunity. Do you know that?
Mm.
You can lie. You can say you can't get sued if you're speaking on the House floor in an official capacity. So she could read that list and not get in trouble. Not legal trouble, at least. So Trump has been just trying to distract from all the Epstein stuff. What's he been doing, John? I heard he died.
Well, he did briefly. Did you know that we're no longer in the defense business? We're in the war business, Marv.
What? Department of Defense is gone, John?
No more.
What is it?
It's now the Department of Sparkles and Unicorns.
I think
that was one of the working titles.
There's a drunk guy running that now, right?
They're drunk or happy.
He says he wants lethality. He wants lethalness. That's why he had to get rid of all the transsexuals. Because no one is angrier than a man who has to fight next to a transsexual. He's got to get rid of them all.
Do you think this thing can succeed? The Spaceballs bullshit.
Spaceballs? What do you mean?
Do you still think? Do you think this thing can? Do you think he's going to be able to do this, Trump? You think he's going to be able to get by another election? He's going to be able to sustain power and make himself a dictator.
I think it's going to succeed in that we have to fuck up our whole country for years to come to fix it. Yes.
Well, yeah, that's already happened. We're already down that road.
We're screwed. Our country.
But what I'm asking is he going to succeed in becoming the visualized dictator that he envisions himself to be, like Kim Jong-un?
He won't. No. He's going to die before that, and then J.D. Vance will take over the role. And we'll see if J.D. has the ability to pull it off. I mean, J.D. has shown the capacity not to give a shit about anything but himself, so. I mean, here's my prediction. Okay, you want to know? It's going to fail, but then when we come in to fix it, it's going to be such a fucking mess. The people are going to get tired of trying to fix the mess, and then they're going to revert back to the people that fucked it up in the first place, which is what the history of the American voter is. Because every time there's an economic collapse, Republicans leave office, Democrats come in and pretty much fix it. Maybe not to everybody's total happiness, and then the people bitch about how eggs cost too much and they want the Republicans back. Republicans come back in office, they fuck everything up again. Democrats come in and pretty much fix it, and then they say my rent's too damn high, and then they kick the Democrats out, and then they fucking fail the economy, falls apart again. Democrats come in and fix it, and they're done. My fucking rent's too high, and the Republicans come back in and fucking steal some more, and it's just an endless cycle. Republicans fuck it up, but this is a total fuck up because they've closed branches, they've fired people, got rid of research. Everything that made America great, they're stopping. And it's going to be really hard to fix it. And people in America won't be patient enough to wait for Democrats to fix it.
So my question is, will there be an opportunity for the Democrats to fix it?
Yes. They're going
You think that there will?
They're going to fall flat on their face for a little bit. But then they're going to come out, look, it's all fucked up still. Remember when we were here, we were fixing it, and we got the plan, and the Democrats don't have it. Because I don't know how you gonna put. You can't rehire all these people now, right? You can't open up all these departments that closed. Can you open them back up? It's going to cost too much. Everything they did made it almost implausible to fix.
That was the plan. I mean, we knew that was the plan.
That was 2025. They did it. They pulled it off, and they're pulling it off more. I mean, the guy who done it is in charge of what? He's one of our department heads. He's in the fucking State Department. The guy who fucked everything up. I don't remember his name. The Heritage Foundation is what it is, though. Have you seen the videos where the guy that dresses funny and wears G-strings sings at the workers from the Heritage Foundation? You seen those videos?
No.
They're pretty funny. Want to see one?
Yeah, sure. But that's what I'm kind of talking about is that, you know, they talk about the DEI bullshit, but they put inept people in the roles that are supposed to be with, you know, serious people. And that's what I mean by the Spaceballs bullshit on how long this is going to go before either the whole thing collapses on itself as in they're all completely inept, or they keep up the show, so to speak, just enough before everything collapses. And you say that there's going to be, I
think the backlash, they're fucking it up so bad that you try to fix it the right way, it won't work, and then they'll come back in and say, look, we got the answers. And
so you don't think
stupid American electorate is going to vote for them.
I'm sorry?
The stupid American electorate is going to vote for them.
So you don't think that at the end of this term it's going to be a jailbreak, Trump's going to take all of his money and run?
I think Trump's going to die. You don't think that? I can't see him surviving this term. You think he's going to live?
Yeah. They're
going to keep putting hearts in him, you think?
I think they're going to prop him up as much as they can for as long as they can, because they know that if he goes, that there's nobody to fill the void. And that's what, if you look at all of them, that's what they're doing. They're all scrambling to figure out their act, their gimmick that's going to get them over the top. The same Newsom's similar. He's trying to figure out his gimmick.
Yeah, because our stupid voters are going for gimmicks instead of substance. That's all. That's us. We don't educate people in this country anymore. We got,
but it's also a product of the candidates.
Of the country is a moron.
I think it's a 2 and 2 sort of thing. I think it has to do with both the candidates that we get and let's not forget, the media plays a part in this too. So I think it's a storm of all bad. But I just don't know if I think they're going to try to prop him up as long as they can, and they're going to fix the elections after election and keep, you know, and Democrats are going to say, oh, there's something wrong with it. And then it's just going to be a back and forth about, oh, you remember when we said the election was rigged and you didn't want to believe us? And it's going to be that all over again. And they want to keep it that way so that none of these people actually get together and realize that they're all pulling on the same rope, or they should be anyway.
I agree with that.
So
I can't find a video of the guy he sings and makes fun of the Project 2025 dudes. I can't find the video.
Okay.
mean, Trump will never win an honest election again.
No, he's gonna. I don't know that he. I see. And in this last one, I still question. But the Democrats didn't say anything really. I mean, there wasn't. Was there any court cases that were brought up? Any recounts? Nothing.
Well, there's people working on some of the protesters. They're saying that they actually did, when they stole that code in Georgia, that they actually flipped some machines in all the battleground states, they're saying. That they got in there and they put their operatives in there and they flipped the codes and changed votes. They said there's no way that Kamala Harris lost like every battleground state. He says couldn't have happened. I wish I knew the name of that guy who dresses funny and singing anti-Trumper. You know his name?
There's two guys that come to mind. Is that Randy Rainbow?
It's not Randy Rainbow. That's
and
the
it's
gay
the guy with the bullhorn.
Yeah, the bullhorn guy.
It's not Lizard something or Crocodile. I forget the guy. I think I know who you're talking about. I got a gravelly voice.
Yeah. You think I'd put in bullhorn guy and it would come up? But
Yeah.
it doesn't. All I do is get a bunch of ads for bullhorns.
Speaking of somebody who sounds like they've been ran through a bullhorn and then after it's been broken. How did you know?
You know what he sounds like? You remember the guy in Men in Black that took the guy's body over and slid?
Oh yeah. Well, very well. That could be what it is. It could be an alien inside of Bobby Kennedy's body. That worm. And
it is. He said he's got a worm in there, right?
Right. So the worm's doing the talking, and so the worm's like, yeah, you don't need any. Hey, yeah, you don't need any vaccines. All my worm buddies can get in their heads too. I've been laying eggs in my wife's ears for years.
You think the guy's name might be Lizard?
It might, or Crocodile. Yeah, I don't remember. I know who you're talking about though. He's both annoying and uncreative at the same time.
I can't find the guy.
I mean, I don't mind what he says. It's just kind of like
it is. It's always way over the top, but still.
Yeah. I mean, he can say it.
He went to a car dealership first time I saw him.
Yeah.
A Tesla.
I mean, what are you doing? I mean, those people can't control what fucking Elon Musk does.
The people I protested at Tesla because that's how we could stand up against it. And I get that. I get that. But they stole Social Security information. We're going to all be fucked with that.
But you weren't going up to their.
No, we was out in the street in the legal place.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Man,
so what do you think of the?
I can't find it, but I did find Bill Murray singing "Stairway to Heaven." You want to see that?
Sure.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle.
I mean,
this is for Bobby Kennedy.
Counseling is for adults with moderate to severe opioid.
Bobby Kennedy, it's for you.
We're from St. Isley. It's our thing. We do what we want to do. Hey, Kentucky's the bars.
Okay, calm down, fellas. We've been very nice about not checking ID tonight, so let's all be even.
He played shortstop and a half.
I wrap my old man's pallet around an oak tree.
I'm skipping ahead to the song.
Well, enjoy. Try it anyway.
And as we wind on down the road, my shadow's calling and I'm told there was a lady we all know who shine my light on the show. How everything's still.
That's enough. I don't even know why I did that. Sorry, John.
So, can't you make Bobby Kennedy look bad enough without trying to,
Mr. Kennedy, is it true that you said you don't want children getting the vaccines that have saved their lives? Did you say that?
I mean, he said
You're
enough
Kennedy.
weird shit
You got to do Kennedy. Improv, John. Improv. Come on.
without the.
No, with that.
I ate lizard eggs this morning, and so I think that protects me from the worm that continually to grow further. And so if I have a lizard egg every morning, it keeps the worm from growing.
So reclaiming my time, Mr. Kennedy, that is a non-responsive answer. Did you say vaccines are killing, or did you say COVID killed more people than it helped?
What I meant to say is if we thought about eating the children with measles, that it would really drastically it would drastically suppress measles.
Are you saying you said it or not? I mean, take a stand here, Mr.
Well, what I'm saying
Mr. Kennedy,
is,
how many people died? How many people died from COVID? You're the Secretary of Health.
Well,
how many people died?
What numbers are you? It depends on what you believe the numbers or not, right? I mean, if you don't believe the numbers, then how do you know the numbers are correct, right?
Mr. Kennedy, is it true you pulled $500 billion out of the research for vaccines, the RNA research? Is that true?
Well, that money was better used for Homeland Security purposes.
It was 500 million. Sorry, I misspoke there, Mr. Kennedy. $500 million you took away from RNA research. And didn't you once say that Donald Trump deserves the Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?
I believe so.
It can't be both ways, Mr. Kennedy. Either he deserves it or he doesn't deserve it. Either it killed more people than it helped, or it helped more people than it killed. What's it going to be?
Well, I don't believe that did I say?
How many people died from COVID, Mr. Kennedy? How many people died?
Well, I don't think anybody. Well, this is a mask, Silver Liberty.
You did that pretty well. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, you're excused. You're claiming my time. Anyways, you did that pretty well. That's pretty much what he fucking said. Nothing. He said nothing. Because he goes, how many people died? He goes, I don't know. How can you be the Secretary of Health and not know how many people died from COVID? Well, because a lot of the numbers were fake and lies and right? He said all that shit. Fucking wasted flesh. I can't believe Cheryl Hines married that asswipe. Yes, I can. I never liked her and Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm. Did I say Curb Your Enthusiasm? Did I say that?
You did.
These nuts. Got
him. That's what we did. We got Robert Kennedy. Dang. So, here's, by the way, for your performance as Robert Kennedy.
Oh, thank you.
When I watch Robert Kennedy, here's what I think when I watch Kennedy.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Balls in your jaws.
That's what I think of. Okay.
All right, let's get into it.
We're at 44 minutes.
We are.
We haven't talked about the axis of evil yet. We can't.
That's what I was just about to get to.
Oh, good. Shoot.
Did you see that lineup of? I mean, come on. I don't think Kim Un-jun was there, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
but the rest of them were.
He was there.
Oh, was he?
Yep, all three of them.
Good for him. And Trump was pissed he wasn't invited.
He was. Did you see what he said?
Yes. I bet you're all talking about me.
He did.
See what scholarships you may qualify
He
for.
wasn't. He was like a girl that wasn't invited to the slumber party.
Right. I got to put up with this.
Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
I should pay for no commercial use.
An enthusiastic welcome for a man who rarely travels. The armored train drew into...
I have that South Park request. I want them to do a whole episode.
Deterioration.
I just wanted a picture of the three together. And I'm not finding images. Where are they? China
Them in a
dictator.
sleepover.
Oh, I gotta erase all that shit. China dictator group. Okay, keep talking. China dictator party. Oh,
What? It was Modi.
but no, Modi wasn't there.
Modi was there.
No, I don't think so. China, Putin.
Almost certain it said maybe it was just a representative from India.
Here's the picture. Okay.
But I just have that South Park request. Is that they do an episode of this Axis of Evil slumber party?
Here's a picture. Let me pull it up.
You got Putin, Kim Jong-un. I might do that as a blog.
There's all three of them right there. Putin, Xi, and Un. Put, Xi-un. There's another picture of them. All getting together.
I don't know why.
They out-golded Trump, man. They put more gold in than Trump.
Did they do that shit on purpose?
Who's that guy in the back middle there?
Well, I know. I thought. Am I wrong on the representative from Iran was there too, or no?
I don't think Modi was there.
Okay.
What should I put in? Who gathered with who?
Yeah.
Went?
Well, what the list of countries who were at the Axis of Evil
military parade. Because Trump was not invited.
No.
Did you see how the soldiers all? He was talking to him as he's riding in his car, and speaking into 4 microphones, and they all repeated back what he said and shit.
Who, she?
Yeah. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Pretty. I mean, you're gonna die if you don't do it right in China. So.
Yeah, no shit.
What world leaders met with Xi? That's what I want to ask, right?
Yeah.
This week, I should have said this week.
Well,
they got all the world leaders there. No, they're not. I can't get it. Why can't I get a fucking picture of this? How?
Because they don't want you to see it, Marv. They don't want you to.
I saw it in the news.
It's more of that gatekeeping bullshit.
You're saying Modi was there. I don't think he was. That's what I was trying to find out.
Okay, he might not have been there. I thought I saw a list where India was on
there. It was Kim Jong-un, it was Putin, and Xi.
All right. I thought there were more countries than those ones.
But there might have been, but I can't find a decent fucking Google. It's no good anymore, man.
That's fine.
What?
Don't get your
leaders.
Don't get your thong up
in
China
this
a-hole
week. What leaders met in China this week? This week, leaders, including Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin. Yeah, Modi was there. Recep Tayyip Erdogan was there. Mossad Pezeshkian and Alexander Lukashenko was there. And so was Kim Jong-un.
So that's evil. I mean, if you weren't invited to this and you were like a bloodthirsty dictator, you're like, well, how do I get myself out there? How do I get invited to one of these shindigs?
Yeah, who would want to do that in our country that we know?
You were like, I missed out on the big party. My buddies.
I left my camera shut off.
So jelly. He was so jelly.
You can't see me at all?
You're frozen.
I'm not frozen.
Okay. You picture this. You know, normally there would have been a statement from the president saying how this meeting of this group of people is a threat to America, not a threat to not a threat to, oh, I didn't get invited and they're all talking about me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know what the fuck happened. I must have hit a button. All right. So Trump was pissed off. He goes, have a fun time as you conspire against me. Dum, dum, dum. Here's what Trump was really saying as he looked at those guys.
I'll grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy, stir your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. I'm Hank Steele, the real queer cowboy.
And then he wanted to sing this song.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
And you know why? Because he's a fraud, and they all know he's a fraud.
Yeah, we all know. We know. Does Trump know? Does he?
Yeah, of course he knows.
This is Trump.
I mean, he's just keeping up the show. It's all he can do.
When he hears they have a party without him, this is Trump.
I mean, honestly, the wheels are coming off this thing, but it's at a slower churn than I was hoping for, to be quite honest.
He's got brown spots all over his hands. And they're saying it's from shaking hands. They go, he only uses the right hand. He doesn't use his left hand. Well, it's transferred over. When you hurt your left hand, your right hand has to match, right? And he's got spots all over him. And they're saying he's got a device under his jacket that they said was a heart pump, but then they said no, if you get a heart pump, you can be out more than 4 days. So I don't know what's going on. He looks bad though. Low energy. Frankly, Joe Biden never left office. I'm out here golfing every day. I'm having a good time. Frankly, a lot of people are saying you're the greatest president ever lived, and I'm like Cotton Eye Joe, folks. I'm like Cotton Eye Joe.
I want someone to ask him question. Do you think you're healthier than Joe Biden?
Wait, don't talk. I'm trying to find a short one. Okay, that was good. Go.
I want a reporter to ask him if, he'd probably just say he's going to say
yes.
yes.
They asked him. They said, did you hear about you were being dead this week? They asked him.
And what did he say?
Peter Ducey said,
oh.
He goes, I've never felt better.
Was that over the phone?
Fake news. No, it was at an actual thing. And he came up and showed him the story, and Trump was like,
So let me ask you this, though. In your perfect worlds, which would you rather have? Would you rather have Trump dies in office and we get these fucking spaceball morons for the rest of his term and another term?
Wait, do you think he's going to pick Stephen Miller to be vice president then?
I have no idea. Or
they say Stephen Miller's running the White House.
Okay. Or that he lives and the wheels eventually completely come off and he's actually held accountable for everything that he's done. Him and all of his cronies. Which would you rather have? Him dying and we finish out this term and possibly another term, or the wheels completely coming off, him staying alive, and he's held accountable and all his friends?
I don't want either. I want America to do better. So I probably would want him to go ahead and be out of the picture. I think maybe
obviously we're talking about
coming in
hypothetical scenarios.
Who wants to be reelected will probably cheat like crazy. So I don't think they're afraid of being elected. I think they've got their election rigged.
Yeah. I think they're figuring out how to do it.
Yeah. So of your scenario, I guess him, I don't want him to die though. I want him to fail also. I want both of what you said.
Yeah, I want him to be held accountable.
I want him to be an absolute miserable piece of shit that he is. But I don't want America suffering. I don't want all of us losing all our shit. I don't want all of us losing all our shit and all of our rights, because Trump is going to say anything. He's fucking nuts. He'll do whatever they tell him to say. He's doing whatever Stephen Miller tells Trump to do. That's what he's doing.
Because if he's backed up into a corner, he will save himself before he will save the rest of us.
Yes, that's true. We're never going to get him in a corner, though.
No, but somebody else might.
Do you think they have a body double of Trump? Or they'll just keep going?
I hope they do. Oh, please, I hope they do. That would be hilarious. To see these people try to manage a body, like 3 other body doubles of Donald Trump and Donald Trump would be exquisite.
Who's the comedian? Will. Got kicked off Saturday Night Live. I can never think of his name. Will.
Got kicked off?
Yeah. For saying something racist. He goes, I guarantee I didn't say it. And then they showed a video of him saying it. He goes, Will.
I don't know.
He's a very popular comic right now.
Will Forte?
No, he's not popular.
Okay.
What's his name? Shane Gillis. It wasn't Will at all.
His name isn't Will.
No, but it's Gil.
What the fuck?
That's close enough. Hey, you know what it's time for?
Oh, power rankings.
I've got them on my phone. Oh, fuck. I don't have my phone. Let me pull up last week's show. I can see what we did. Dang it.
And we need to go over the rights of the governor.
What?
The rights of the governor when it involves the federal government.
Well, they have to. The president has to be asked to come in a state. That's what it says. He has to be asked.
Yeah.
So he's going to have trouble pulling this off. And the courts ruled this week what he did in LA was illegal. Of course, now that's going to the Supreme Court.
Do you think that he's going to arrest the governor?
He'll try.
Or do you think there's going to be a showdown between?
I think that Tom Homan dude will go in there and try to arrest. I think Tom Homan is going to do that. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? You know, in that there's a video on Twitter of the 2 dogs that are like barking each other behind plate glass.
Yeah.
And then they open the door, and then they're like, and then their tails start wagging, and then they shut the door, and they're barking at each other again.
Yeah.
This almost reminds me of what's going to happen.
Fuck! I can't find our webpage. There it is. I mean, I hope they fail. I mean, half the people are there are total ignoramuses. I mean, Stephen Miller is a fucking piece of shit. So he's definitely gonna have me put to death if he gets in power.
Yeah, we're all,
because we're not white nationalists, and he is, in my opinion, white nationalist. Dashboard.
You know what they said his favorite condiment is, and I don't mind it, but it's not like I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite.
It's the only condiment, John. It's the only condiment.
Yeah,
that's the weird part.
Yeah, mayo.
Yeah, that's
like
all
fries and every. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, how deep are we taking this white thing?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Or whether or not that if she made that up as a joke, that is pretty funny though. This time, if I got into making that up as a joke. But if that if that is fucking serious, then he's taking his white gelatinous supremacy a little too far.
Okay, I got our list. You ready? Our prediction last week was retribution against Democrats. There would be retribution. What's our prediction for this week? Can't see it.
I
gotta change the screen. Prediction.
You said what the retribution as in one would get arrested?
Yeah. And there's no new arrests this week, was there?
Well, there were all those arrests at that Hyundai South Korean park, right?
That was workers, right?
Yeah. That wasn't.
No, they picked up a bunch of Koreans, right?
I predict that there's going to be a showdown between Pritzker and Trump.
Showdown. Pritzker. I don't know how you spell his name. V. Trump. Okay. Oh, I said tramp. I was projecting. Okay. Last week we said one good thing was Joe Flacco.
Was that you?
Yeah,
Brown?
probably. Yeah, probably. What's one good thing this week? I would guess the women are going to stay strong and keep the Epstein thing going. The victims speaking out more.
Now, they could be our heroes of the week, right?
Yeah, they're going to make a list.
I think both. I think that's both. They're one good thing, and they're on the heroes list. Because how many episodes in a row were we saying, how come they keep saying they don't have any evidence when there's witnesses that were victims that are alive?
All right, here's the thing. Biden could have dropped all the stuff, but here was the problem. When Biden was president, there was still a trial against Maxwell, and it would have fucked up the trial. So they didn't release any of that shit because they were protecting rule of law. They weren't allowed to release it. And she still has an appeal going. So technically, when Biden was president, they couldn't release the information.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about recently.
What do you mean recently?
Well, whenever everybody in Trump land was saying, "Oh, there's no files to release," after they said there's all this stuff, there's like, "Oh, there's nothing here." That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, so we got our hero of the week is going to be the Epstein women. Performer of the week.
I mean, is it Nancy Mace?
It's got to be. She might have been real, but it sure was a performance.
Yeah.
And now we got to do top 5. Last week it was Homan, Bondi, Patel, Nome, and Vance at number 1.
I mean, you kind of got to keep. You got to put Stephen Miller at like 1 or 2, right?
What did he do?
And then Vance is right there. Well, you said he's running the White House.
He is, but nothing that we can see from. Well, no, he came out and did say some stupid shit. So.
Yeah, so did Vance.
Yeah,
Vance said something about.
He came out and the guy says, "I don't." And then he just goes, "I don't care." Yeah.
Who, Vance or Miller?
Vance said he didn't care about something.
Yeah. I forget what the quote was, but it was getting a lot of traction. Rand Paul called him a piece of shit.
That might have been a hero of the week.
And that's saying something. No, I think we got it right.
Rand Paul speaks out and then folds every time. Vance says he doesn't.
Vance is probably 2.
Let's see. What did he say he didn't care about? Vance says he doesn't give a shit. Oh, it was about when they struck the boat and the guy says, "Did you know that's a war crime?" And he goes, "I don't care." What we did to that boat.
Yeah, and remember,
we don't have any evidence
about that. We talked about that before.
There was no evidence that was a drug boat that we know of, at least.
Right, but we talked about that before in what ways Trump was going to do things in order to make himself seem like a tough guy without actually going into a ground war, right?
Yeah, Vance said, quote, "I don't give a shit if it's a war crime." Because you know why? We don't enforce our war crimes against Russia or us. Only if you're a low-level soldier does it count. War crimes are only if you don't have money.
Or if it's an entity you say is a drug cartel that's not really a country, right?
Right. I say Nome at 3 because she came out with the LA would have burned to the ground if it wasn't for. I mean, she sucked dick hard this week.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Allegedly. Okay. You can't see it because my screen is too bright. All right. Gnome. You still can't see it. Okay. Tough. I'll turn this. Okay. Gnome. Who's for?
Probably Holman.
I just hate him. I hope he gets arrested so fast when we're done with this shit. For all the people he's abused. In 5, we always said Kash Patel's behind a lot of everything. But I think he's kind of a puppet now.
Oh yeah, well they're all puppets to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean,
how about Peter Doocy for asking Trump, how did you hear you were dead, and then sucking up to Trump?
Well, we should put Peter Thiel in there, right? Isn't he the one behind all the money of all these people?
Yeah, but that's all clandestine. We don't. He was on news a lot this week.
What's that?
Peter Thiel did come out and saying things are going great. So he's loving what's happening because he wants the unitary executive. He wants the technology executive is what he wants. One guy running everything, the whole world.
Yeah. Do you think one of those billionaires is going to try to run for president?
Only if they can steal the votes.
Well, that goes without saying that they can do that.
I mean, it came out this week too that Doge Group took all the Social Security and put it up in a cloud that can easily be stolen. And if they do, they we're all going to have to get new Social Security numbers. Did you know that? Because they were stealing it. Doge is a fucking scam and a fraud.
So
right.
You suggested before that there's some sort of a meltdown or something like that. Where do you see that's coming at this time? You think it's crypto? You think it's a housing market? Where do you see it coming at?
I don't know anything about crypto. I can't make an. I think it's all fake, anyways. It's all made up.
Well,
shit,
I'm just
right?
asking because we know that the president just announced and
the housing
nobody
market.
said anything.
He said he's going to do something about the housing market, right? What about
But
if
what was that?
How about if they're selling these big ticket things like
helicopter?
You just had to, and I.
what?
Fuck you.
It's going to be the banking industry that blows up again. It'll be the same thing. These banks are giving. Well, they can't give shitty loans because no one can afford them right now, right? Interest rates are too high. The housing bubble's got to be it. Houses cost too much.
Yeah.
They're overinflated. I don't know. Everything's fucked up. The economy's going bad. No one's hiring. They're going to lower interest rates, which will help people with money. Right? If they lower interest rates, that means people will get more loans. They have to do it, though, because that's the answer to when you stop having jobs, they have to lower interest rates. If the tariffs get thrown out of court, that's probably going to be the big thing. It's going to fuck up everything because what companies don't know what's going to happen. Companies aren't doing anything because no one knows what the fuck is going to happen with these tariffs. If the Supreme Court agrees with that lower court that tariffs are a joke, that Trump should not be doing them, it's a congressional duty, then I guess it'll be up to Congress to give Trump the power back, and they probably would do it. But all of it's going to be like our economy is going to sour because of all that, because no one knows what the fuck is going on.
So then are we... This is why I'm confused about the courts. How come they can't speed this process up on when they rule on this shit?
They could. They can always. There's a name for it when they expedite cases to the Supreme Court. But they like the Supreme Court likes to throw it back to the original court.
Oh,
They'll
they
say,
love doing that
they
shit.
fix this, they fix it, and then they send it back to the Supreme Court to be heard again. And then here's what when they gave Trump all this power, they really fucked us all. When they made and Biden had the power and he didn't do anything with it, that's a problem.
Well, the other part that it always seems like that time is on Trump's side.
Yeah, Biden should have said, you know what? As an official act, I'm going to ban Donald Trump from ever being in his country again. Send him off to fucking Elba Island of his own.
Yeah, exile, right?
Yeah, he should have exiled Trump. And then we would have had riots in the streets and shit, and he could have declared, what's Trump going to declare everything? I mean, that's when the shit's going to hit the fan, when Trump declares martial law. Or whatever there's a name for it. It's not martial law, but he has a right to take over everything. It's going to be bad. It's going to happen, though, because people are not going to put up with this shit that they're doing forever.
Well, and that's why I asked, if he stays around and eventually, and I'm not saying within, this term or a next term, they prop him up long enough. You know what I mean?
I think the two tipping points are tariffs and Epstein. That's what's going to drive this country for the next few weeks.
You don't get it. Epstein's solved. He's an informant. That's all they need. That's all they got to put out there.
It doesn't make sense at all. It makes no sense.
Doesn't matter if it makes sense.
There'll be nothing in the records about that.
It doesn't matter.
It won't be
that
there.
Matters?
People have seen these things, though. They can't just make shit up. People have seen them.
You know what it is? It's that South Park episode where that cop was investigating all these gay nightclubs, and he only said, "All right, get him," after he blew everybody and he got fucked in the ass.
Yeah, that's pretty much
what it is.
That's what it is. That does sum it up perfectly.
All right, what's your prediction today for your Browns game?
I don't think
Browns
the Browns
are getting 5.5.
For some reason, they do have a thing on the Bengals. I'm going to say Browns 27, Bengals 19, because I don't know how the Browns have a thing over the Bengals, but they do. 27-19, Browns.
Because it's the front seven, and it only got better with Mason Graham up there on that front four. So I'm taking Browns.
The Bengals seem to be incapable of winning early games, too. All the indicators from past seasons would say the Bengals are going to lose.
And I don't know what gave people all this, belief in the Bengals when they were playing that preseason game and Joe Burrow was getting rocked. They were coming after him.
You know what? The hero of the game is going to be Eaglet. They're going to come down and poke out Joe Burrow's eye. And Joe Burrow's going to come back and lead a big rally to lose by 1.
Right. Well, I don't know that the weather's going to be very good either because there were storm clouds this morning.
What's your prediction?
I just said Browns and the points.
What's
they might lose. The Browns might lose, but
what's the spread?
5.5. 5.5.
The Browns are favored by 5.5?
The Browns are getting 5.5.
So you think they could lose and still you're taking Browns and points. You're not saying who's going to win then.
I'm not, but I think that they could, because you're right that the Bengals notoriously have issues with the Browns defense.
Yeah.
So, and I think Joe Flacco's capable, so they could sneak out a W, a field goal at the end.
I agree with that. Here we go. The boys came in late at the beginning, but they've regrouped. They did their spring ball.
And keep looking out at lifeishardcomedy.com because we're going to add dates.
We've been adding a lot of stories to lifeishardcomedy.com, so check it out. Lifeishardcomedy.com.
Now, bump.
Yeah.